Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, so how are you, Mr. Arfi Silmi?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How about you?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, um, I'm so grateful for taking your time. Sorry for disturb your time before.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. In this occasion, I wanna ask your time to accomplish my final task, that thesis. So me as researcher, um, I get I got a task from your English teaching model, exactly in English vocabulary drilling in Darussalam Islamic Boarding School. Is it true?
Yes. Is it?
Okay, that's good. So just go to the first question.
Okay.
So, um, Mr. Arfi Silmi, so why do you
Yes.
choose drill strategy to teach English vocabulary for your student?
Uh, it is. I think it is useful for learning every language, not only English. But in this case, we learn about English language. So I choose drill language because I think language is about a habit. It's about how many times you use that languages, how many times you speak that by using that languages. So as many as you speak by that languages, so your tongue will be used to speak by that language. So we want to use our students tongue to speak in English language. So in order to speaking, they are also memorizing about the vocabulary and the sentences that they made in that words. Maybe I think is
Okay, so I got it. So it means you make a habituation. Is it true?
yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So the second question for you, how is the drill that you apply? Could you explain it, sir?
About the method, the first time is I asked about the previous vocabulary because we always do this activity every day. So I asked about the previous vocabulary. We review about our last vocabulary to make them memorize it, uh, to make them still memorize about the previous vocabulary, and then they will never forget about the previous before entering the new vocabularies. So the first we review about the previous vocabulary. So then after that, we're going to the new vocabularies, and I deliver about the vocabulary, and then I order them to follow, to repeat after what I say. What is the function of this? This is the function of to make them know about how to pronounce that word. So after that, I ask about the meaning. Is someone knows about the meaning or not? And if it's not, I will put it in a sentence to make them know about, oh, it is the meaning of that word. So if it can, if it is useful, so I will use the media for explain them about the meaning of that word.
Okay, it was so impressive. And then, exactly, you use additional learning media in your teaching model. Yes,
Yeah.
you get it. So when do you
Mm.
use additional learning media for your students?
Okay, actually, it is an optional thing. that's media I use to explain about the vocabulary, because the main thing that I want to deliver is the vocabulary, and I put it in a sentence. If they got the meaning when I explain it in a sentence, so it can be clear. If it's not, so I will use the media. If it's by using the photo maybe, or etc. And in this case, I use some photos to explain them about the vocabulary I delivered about.
Okay, so it means when you use the additional learning media, when the student um get too difficult to understand, is it true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When they have a difficult to understand about the meaning of that words. So, but if they have understood when I delivered it, when I deliver the word or when I deliver the sentence, it's enough without any media.
Okay. Yes, I got it. So exactly, there are many basic problems that you face in your students. So what are the basic problems that students have in learning vocabulary?
Okay. The basic problem is about to pronounce the words. Some of them don't know about how to pronounce it, how to say it. So this is my job to deliver it by using a good pronunciation to make them know how to spell it, how to say it. So this is the main problem, exactly about the pronunciation, and also difficulty in memorizing. But I think language is not about memorizing such like other lessons, but language is
It is true.
about habit.
Yes. Okay, is there any basic problem beside difficult to memorize and pronounce maybe?
I think just it, the
Okay.
basic one.
So what about the student who doesn't want to memorize the vocabulary, or maybe they got difficult to memorize when you give some vocabulary to them?
Okay. The way to make them easy is to make it in some sentences, to make
Oh,
them refresh, and when they write about that words so many times, so it could be memorized by itself. Because our method is it's better to put one word in 1,000 sentences, better than memorizing 10 words and putting it in one sentence. So we used to order them to put it in so many sentences until it can memorize it by itself.
okay.
But we also force them to try to memorize it, and who can memorize it, and the reason is about they're lazy, will punish them maybe.
Okay. So, what kind of punishment that you apply to your student?
Yes, the punishment maybe I order him to write that word, for example, 20 times.
Oh, okay, yeah. So how about the student who can pronounce the vocabularies?
For students who cannot pronounce the vocabulary, I'll teach them about how to pronounce it well. So when it deliver, I'll choose some of them to repeat that word clearly, maybe by standing. For example, I choose one person, one student. Okay, you stand up and then try to say to your friend, to the wall of your friends, about the word I say to you. So when I hear that there is a mistake in pronunciation, I'll correct it. So I'll inform to the whole students about the correction and the correct pronunciation to say about that word. For example, he say, for example, the word is book, and then the students say it book, and then I correct it and I say to those students, okay, listen up to me. So here is the true pronunciation. We don't say it book, but we say it book. And then I order them to say what I said. Okay, repeat after me, book. And they repeat suitable as what I said. So it will correct their pronunciation.
Okay, that's good. So exactly, there are some students who give negative response to your teaching. Yes. So what if the
Yeah.
student uh, give negative response toward vocabulary drilling in the class? So what will you do?
Okay. Exactly. Learning is not about every mistake is not about punishment. So maybe it's just a punishment. So maybe I'll order him to go forward in front of the audience, in front of his friends, and I'll order him to tell the vocabulary or to lead his friend to repeat what he say. Or in other case, or in other words, I order him to replace my position as the deliverer of the vocabulary. For example, someone said about the negative words when delivering. So I'll order him, okay, you come forward. Say to your friend about our vocabulary. And I'll order him to lead about learning vocabulary. And maybe it is an educated punishment.
Oh, okay. As a teacher, exactly, you know how is the student's ability. You got it? How is
Yeah.
the student's ability in memorizing, particularly in memorizing vocabulary? Exactly.
Yes.
So how about your student ability?
Some of my students have a difficulty in memorizing exactly, but I'll not surrender to teach them and motivate them that English is fun. English is not difficult. It is easy. It's easy to learn. It's fun to learn. So this is my way to teach them to make their mindset is built that English is not a difficult lesson to be learned. Maybe
Okay.
just
Okay. I think that's enough for this opportunity. I'm so grateful and I'm so say thank you for taking your time for me.
you're welcome.
Okay, so I hope we can meet at maybe at the other agenda or even
Amin.
yes. And then I say thank you for you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.